Hello everyone, hope you're all okay. Excuse my knees. Right, as you can see, I'm on the floor today because what I want to show you, I can't show you at my desk in my craft room or the table because it'll shake the camera too much. What I'm coming on to show you is I've been cutting out great big bundles of ATCs because I've got a new little toy that I stumbled across by accident. So these are all just out of my sheets. I hope you can see. This is really difficult for me doing this video, sitting on the floor, and it's just my sheets of painty papers. Anybody that knows me knows that when I make ATCs I use my painty papers for, I won't go through all of them, for a background as opposed to just starting with a plain piece of paper. So anyway, I've been doing all those. Well, I did them a couple of weeks ago. I've got this thing that I'm going to show you. I got it about three weeks ago. Could have been a month ago. I would say 3 weeks ago. Look at that one. I love that one. The browns and yes. So that's. I think I'm set up for doing ATCs now, don't you? But I'm going to be doing loads of swaps next year. So anyway, and these are just out of a Coca-Cola box. And you are actually perched up on a Coca-Cola box on my little footstool as well, just in case you were wondering. Right, let me show you my tool that I bought. This is the box, and it's a We Are Memory Keepers square punch board. Now, I was on Amazon because for years, I'm not going to go into the full story, but for years I've been trying to find a true square punch and I can't get one. I know they're out there, but the one that I've got, without saying too much, the one that I've got isn't square along the edge. It's that it measures diagonally, an inch diagonally, and I can't find one that is a true square one. So anyway, I was looking at that and I stumbled across this. I've no idea how I suppose because I typed in square it came up, and I thought, oh, I've not seen one of those before. So I had a look at it, and I can't remember whether it was £20 or 25. I meant to have a look, and I can't remember, really can't remember, but it was on Amazon. It was no more than £25, and that included postage. It was only a couple of days coming as well. And I thought, I've never seen that before. And I've had a look, and it's not a new thing, but I've never seen anybody use a square punch board. So I had a look into it, and I did look on I looked on Pinterest and I looked on YouTube, sort of see what was what kind of thing. I found some people, and on different blogs, some people said it's absolutely brilliant. Some people, one person said that they still couldn't cut anything square and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I decided to get one, and there's no information inside or anything, but it basically cuts any size from 3/4 of an inch up to, which I haven't cut any 3/4 of an inch because, I just haven't. 3/4 of an inch square up to 3 inches by 4 inches, and I think it's sort of aimed at like people that do planners and journals and that sort of thing. Oh, it does show you there, look, shows you here how to do it. So yeah, and I've been meaning to come on, I haven't got around to doing it, but that's what it is. We Are Memory Keepers square punch board, and I'm well thrilled with it. I really love it. The only other We Are Memory Keepers thing I've got is the envelope punch board, which I've had for several years, and I love that. But this is it. It's ever so heavy, and I hope I'm going to probably see my arms and body parts because it's going to be a bit difficult to do it. But so you've got, let me have a look. It's a dark day today, so I've got the lights on. So you've got a thing down this side, measure down this side, and one across the top, and there's one there as well. You put your paper under here, but it's got a little notch, look there. So I've got it set. Let's have a look. I need to put this under my nose a minute so I can see. And the letters are in gold, but I'm just as blind as a bat. So that's on 2.5. You line it up with that little notch there. That's on 2.5, and then I'll turn that around this way, and then so this is your short side. This goes up to 3 inch. This goes up to 3 inches this way, and this side goes up to 4 inches. I'm not making a very good job of this, but I can't help it. I'm sorry. So I've got that one on. Should be on 3.5. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we are, 3.5. And I will just say that when you're doing it, you know, just make sure you're not, when you're holding your paper, make sure you're not pushing it. I don't think it would push the little bars up, but I think that's probably a good idea. I don't know whether that's where the people are going wrong that say they can't cut, but I haven't got any complaints with it. I think it's brilliant. I mean, the day I got it, I just brought all my paper down here, and I actually did it on this on a tray. But I just sat and did these. I was in ATC heaven. I'm like, yay! Right, shall I shut up now and get on with it? So I'm just going to cut some. I've just brought some of my, haven't tried it with paper, and if it's anything like my envelope punch board, I never got on very well with cutting very thin paper with it. But I don't generally, you know, when I've made my envelopes, I use a bit thicker paper. And for this, I don't think I'll be wanting paper. I want a sort of a thin card. So, well, finish. We use this one. This is a marble print that I've done. So sometimes I like all these. All these are cut out at 2.5 by 3.5. But sometimes I like to have like a border around. These ones I won't. So I will cut some at 2.5 by 3.5. You know how it works, anybody that does ATCs. And then the smaller inner bit, you would, well, I would do a 2.25 by 3.25. But I'm just going to do 2.5 by 3.5. Am I in frame? Yes, excuse my knees. Right, so you just get that markings where you want it. You just pop it in there. And we know this won't come out straight, don't we? Because I'm doing it on camera, and you can feel that foot up to there, or you can see it when it's this size. So hopefully it'll, I say I'm at an awkward angle, and then oops, just a minute, and just pop that out. I haven't done that right, have I? What have I done wrong? Oh, I'm so stupid. I haven't even set this one to 3.5. I've set it to 2.5. Right, shall we have another go? So I'm not starting the video again just because I've made a mistake. Right, so we have a 2.5 by a 2.5. I'm going to turn that round that way. Right, so now we've got 2.5 by 3.5. I bet you was all shouting at me, weren't you? Oh, dearie me. Right, 2.5, 3.5. Let's have another go, shall we? Let's have a look. There we go, look. Perfect ATC. Fan blooming tastic. Then you just slide it along. Perfect ATC. Slide it along. Perfect ATC. And then you're left with a little bit, and you can either cut that off with your scissors, but I just generally slide that along as well and chop that little piece off. Should we do that again? Make some more while I'm at it. Another one. Another one. Let's have a look. Well, that one, let's have a look, see whether that, I think that will cut that out. Will it? Yeah. And then we've just got a little bit on the end there. I think it's great. Right, shall we do a smaller one? Let's try a 3/4. I mean, it's not something I won't be using 3/4 of an inch, I don't think. So that's right down to 3/4. Oh, and that's right down to 3/4. Are we still in frame? Yes. Don't know about this. See, because I can't feel. I'm not sure about this. Oh, yes I can. Yeah. It's a bit hit and miss, I think. Have a look. Just a minute. Oh, it's because my paper's a bit. Right. That's better. So you do it until you can feel that. Are we in frame? Yeah. Do it till you can feel it butting up to that piece, look. I think sometimes what happens is because I've just had these in these bags, my paper curls and it doesn't want to sit. But that's all right. So, shall we go for it? Huh, look! A little baba. I've got some inches here. So that could fit in there. See? Brilliant. And you just, yeah, you can feel it butting up there. Another one. Oh. So I am absolutely thrilled with this. I think it's brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Should we do a, let's have a look. I need this under my nose. I'm not being paid to do this, and say I bought it with my own money. And say, has anybody else, any of my subbies seen these before? Because I haven't. Didn't even know it existed. Right, so I've set that to 1 inch now, I think. A little inch, no, that's not very good, is it? And this is because, right, let me get another bit of paper. Let's have this brown piece that I've got here. Just check. I have done a load of inches with it and I've been very pleased with it. Oh, that one wasn't quite on. Right, you do need to make sure that they are right on the mark. Right, that's better. And I'm just, let me have a look. Do you need quite a bit of pressure? And I suppose it would. I don't think that piece of card is straight. Right, let's have a look. this green one. I suppose it does help if you, this should be straight, you need a straight piece to start with. I'm going to kneel up. Oh, I hope my body parts didn't dangle in view then. Just see, now that's gone right under there, so you do have to make sure that your paper isn't curling and that you can, there, can feel it now, can feel it nudging up to that one. That's better. Oh, it's not. What am I doing wrong? I don't know whether it is because I'm... Oh, that one's all right. That's a square. I said it wouldn't go right because I'm on camera. And that one's not quite. So I don't know whether that was the first one or the second one. Just let me bring it over towards me a minute. Start at this corner. I say, I think it's because I'm... Can you see if I do it there? That's a little bit better for me. Well, that's better. Are we in frame now? I can't see because the light's shining on the camera. So it is brilliant, but as you've just seen, you do have to, my paper tends to curl up a bit, but you do have to just make sure that you can feel it touching that side. That one isn't quite square, but that doesn't really bother me anyway to that extent. But I can't praise it enough. I think, have I knocked that off of there? Yep, see, I've just touched that up a little bit. That one's on. Yeah. Take quite, just for me, it always has done with my other one, with my envelope punch board, and I see some people doing it with their fingers and I just don't have the strength to do that. Perfect little squares, look, I love it, love it, but my main thing is going to be doing ATCs now, I think. Oh, see, they're all squared. Can you see? Am I showing you? This is a crap video, isn't it? All nice and square. And these are some I did. I haven't done a lot of inches because before I'd even got this, I had cut a load up. But what I did was, how did I do it? I just measured. Oh, had I got? It's probably an inchy that somebody had sent me. It's probably one Steph had sent me. I took one of the ones she sent me and I just put it over my paper and just cut it out, hand cut it out. I think that's how I did them anyway. But I've got a load of inches already cut out, so I haven't cut a lot out with this. And these ones, these are the 3x4. What size are, because I've never done them, what size are excuse me, what do you call it, iCads. I don't know what size iCads are. Index cards or whatever it is you call them, no idea, but these are the 3x4 size. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, love it. So that is my little show and tell for today, a little demonstration. Did Did I do 3/4 of an inch? Oh yeah, I just did one, did I? Or did I do two? Two. I did two. So it does go down to 3/4 of an inch, and they're square, look. Both square. But you do have to, you know, make sure it is right on it, and like I say, just be careful, because I just did it, just be careful that when you're holding your paper down you don't push it up. But it's I think it's an invaluable, especially if you do ATCs, or you do, you know, you have journals where you put little cards and that sort of thing in, or if you want to do ATCs that turn out 2.5 by 2.5 because you don't put the marker in the right place. Oh, and these are a couple of twinches. Have I shown you those? Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about off the time. 2 inches. Let's have a look. 2 inches. 2 inches, 2 inches. Sure your paper's not curling, your card's not curling. Oh, I was going to have a go. There's a piece of paper there, because I haven't tried it with paper. Right, so I can feel that, press down. Let's have a look. There we go, look. A 2 inches. So I've got these little butterflies, which is 1 3/4 inches, and I want some little 2 inches. Oh yeah, brilliant, absolutely brill. I love it. What was I going to do? Oh, paper. Right, let's do a bit of paper, shall we? I'll leave it at 2 inches. Doesn't really matter. This is just a piece that I've wiped some paint off on, and I have no idea whether this will work or not. I'll leave it at that. I don't know. Button up to there. Oh yeah. Me or it me. Oh, I'm just gonna get up a minute. Excuse me. Oh, my legs are killing. My mother-in-law used to say, bless her. Oh, no. Right, now you do have to be careful, because that lot has, can you see, it's gone under. Well, no, it didn't. It went underneath it a minute ago. Yeah, my mother-in-law used to say, there's no joy in getting old. I know exactly what she means. Yeah, so with paper, I think it would be this size, 2 inches. You can see, I can just see that it's on the ledge. But it does cut it out. Yeah, it does cut it out. But I think it will be. I won't use it for paper anyway. But maybe some people want to do. Yeah, you have to sort of guide it more up onto the, and there. That would be really difficult with smaller pieces, I think. But I can just see the tip of it there. I hope you can't see my ugly mug. If you can, then that's my ugly mug, and you've seen it. So are they even square? No, they're not even square. Don't know what I did there. Anyway, I'm not knocking it because of that, because I had a feeling it might not be as good with paper. I don't know whether it's meant to be for paper or whether it just punch punch any size square or rectangle from 3/4 inch to 4 inches. Perfect for making customised planner squares 3x4, gift tags and more. Move the guides to desired dimensions. Insert paper and punch. Shift paper left, punch and continue punching. Easy and continuous punch squares and rectangles. So yes, as I said, I'm not getting paid for doing this. Bought it myself, but it's just something that I think is brilliant. You know, I have no complaints with it. You're bound to get little bits and bobs that don't go quite right, aren't you? I mean, Lord knows we do with everything else. But anyway, that is all for today. Have a lovely Sunday or whatever day it is with you. And I will speak to you soon. Right, let me get up so I can switch my camera off. My aching legs. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye. And if you've got any more questions, just ask me. I think I've sort of covered it all, but it's basically 3/4 inch square up to 3x4 inches. So, okay, take care. Bye.